Leela. Hello, Lee. Kitty, you're too close. Hi guys. So, it's the 10th of December and I have decided that I'm going to start Vlogmas. I will do as many as I can. This is Leela. Just come up here for attention. Hello. So yeah, I've been really busy. I just finished my master's. Finally, I am an animal chiropractor. So I just finished that on the 1st of December. And then I had like a lot of horse things on, like shows, and I travelled to Kuwait yesterday to treat some horses. Hi Mariam. So yeah, I have so many videos. Like, I literally have enough videos to make like 10 videos, but I haven't actually made any videos yet. So Leela is gonna help me. So I'm just gonna, this vlog is gonna be very, probably not very long, but I have some clips of a lesson I had last week. I'm with a different trainer because my normal trainer Georgie was busy, she couldn't train me. So I'm just gonna do a voiceover of an interesting lesson I had with Gabbana. And then we'll see from there. I have lots of clips and a lot of them might be like me vlogging like this and then posting them on the internet with some kind of voiceover. But yes, stay tuned. I should be able to do at least 6 or 7 vlogmases. So I've been watching Vlog the Cob, I've been watching Equiali and Holly, and yeah, it's just been like, Lauren, do it, just do it. You're watching everybody else's and you're not doing it, and you have enough videos. It's not like I have no videos. I just was a bit lazy. So yes, stay tuned. So this is gonna be a voiceover of a lesson I had. This is probably about 10 days ago. My normal trainer was very busy, so she can't actually train me this week. So I had a lesson with this guy called Sam Wall who was visiting, and you'll see. We're gonna do this whole exercise in trot first. So basically we trot down the center line. You can see at all the turns there's like little poles on all the corners. Because my main problem with Gabbana is just comes from the turns and her balance a little bit. She's a very big horse. She's 177 centimeters and she's 7 years old, so she's just finished growing. And a lot of the issues, I don't really have many issues with her actually, but a lot of the small little details that we're working on stem from the flat work, as flat work is key, as we all know. So these little poles in the corners just help me to make sure that I fully use my corner, and they're also a good guide for her. So basically trot down the center line over the trotting poles, which if anyone watched Gabbana when I got her would know that would have been next to impossible about a month ago, because she had done, in the yard she came from, she'd done quite a bit of jumping but next to no pole work, which is a little bit alien to me because I like to do a lot of pole work. I don't like to jump my horses too much, like not more than once a week. Obviously they might jump a show as well, but yeah, so poles are like really key, and it took me like so long just to get her to trot over a single pole, because she would like trot with her front legs and like jump with her back legs, or else she would like jump with her front legs and like buck with her back legs. But actually, as you can see in this video, she has finally grasped the concept of trotting poles. I usually ride her in the snaffle, but because we were planning to do quite a little bit of jumping, I jump her in a palom at shows, a little baby palom with a little French link. For the moment, she seems quite comfortable in that. She was ridden by a man before, and then she switched to me, and I'm quite a small lady. So yeah, we've started with her. Her changes are still quite weak. She used to like just jump and leap and buck when I asked her to fly change. So those have actually improved, but in this lesson I'm not actually asking her to fly change at all. I'm just doing a lot of transitions back to trot for her balance, just to help her like not to stress about, I think the other rider just used to, give her a dig in the ribs when she wanted to change. You can see a little bit of her greenness there. When I ask for canter, she picks up the wrong leg, but it's no problem. I just pop back into trot and ask for the correct lead. So we're doing the poles, and we're gonna just do in 6 strides, and then after we just pop back into trot, and then down over the poles in the center line again. Doing this exercise where we have an exercise down the center line, the poles, and then being able to go left or right, so it's quite a symmetrical exercise, so you can kind of feel how your horse is between the sides. Gabbana's a little bit weaker in her right canter, I've been treating her like once or twice a month, so giving her a chiropractic treatment, and I also do some dry needling with her about once a week, and she's regularly massaged and stretched. So just to kind of help her to be as symmetrical as she can in her body. You can see actually she changed over the pole that time by herself because she kind of knew where she was going. So that was nice. I gave her a pat there, pop back into trot. Sorry, this video is going to be like super long because we haven't even started jumping yet. You can see she starts to carry herself a little bit in the canter. She feels a little bit like heavy in the trot sometimes, like she just like relies on me. See, like I look down at the pole, and that's the one thing that he told me not to do. He's like, why are you looking down? Because then I look down at the pole, forget about the next pole, and then I ride both poles badly. But then she pops back into trot nicely. So then we're just going to repeat that again. And hopefully I need to stop looking down at poles. I don't know what I'm looking for. He's like, the poles are her job. Your job is not to look down at the pole. You're not riding over the pole. She's going over the pole. So I'm going to go back, pop into right canter. And you can see those tram lines really help with her balance because they help to keep me up by the fence and help to guarantee that I take like a good line every time. So see, I'm not looking down. And then voila, the pole comes to me fabulously. Whenever we start to jump, we'll vary between like 5 and 4 strides between the jumps. Which we'll get to soon. I think I must be starting to jump soon. I'm going to stop talking for a minute because I don't really have anything else to say about this trotting part. You can see on this side, did that in 5 strides. I think he actually wanted me to do in 6. It's a little bit difficult to remember what he was saying because we had those little coaching earplugs in, so like I can hear him, he can hear me, but so he doesn't like have to shout across the arena at me. Gabbana is quite a big horse, so it's important for me that she's adjustable. So if I want to go forward, that we can go forward, but we can also come back easily. And like I say, she was a man's horse all of her life, and then she's come to me, and I am not a man. I hope you can tell. See, I look down at the pole again, and then this is terrible. See? Terrible, terrible, terrible. This is why Sam needs to shout at me. So I'm going to have to come around again, repeat the exercise, give her a pat, not that wasn't her bad at all. But as you can see, as we kind of move through, she gets much more relaxed with the trot poles. Like she really just starts to like, just trot through them like a normal horse. And she actually stepped up nicely into the canter there, like she went up into my hand. And then I think we're going to do this line in 6 strides this time because I did it in 5 before. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's just getting her to wait on me. And then you can see she actually lands on the right lead. She likes to like, sometimes she falls in a little bit to the right, and you'll see that actually later on in the video whenever I change angle. Oh, I don't change angle. Cameraman changes angle. You can see that she drifts a little bit to the right over the jumps. But I had another lesson, and we did some grids and did some poles to help that, which I will post in another Vlogmas. If this counts as Vlogmas, I'm not really sure. So I think now we're going to start moving on to doing the line in 5 strides. 4, 6, nope, told a lie. But that was much better than the time before. I'm a little bit slow at like reacting on stride 1. Like if I get a little bit far, a little bit close to one jump, I'm sometimes a little bit slow to react. So this is why exercises like this are like really good for me, to make me a little bit quicker to react. As the mare's also only 7, so she's not hugely experienced. And we're still a new partnership. I've only been riding her since the end of September. But she's an absolute pleasure. Now we're going to go down in 5, definitely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see actually, because sometimes like in shows, I haven't posted any show videos of her yet. I will. I will make a journey video. Sometimes in shows she's a little bit slow to come back to me after the jumps, and she gets a little bit long and open, and I feel like I'm getting run away with a little bit. But because like with exercises like this, I just calmly come back to trot, and then we repeat the exercise, she actually starts to come back to me quite quickly. In this video I think we jump up to about 120, and actually you'll see, I hope you can see, my feeling was that she came back to me exactly the same over the small fences as she did with the big fences, which was fantastic. It's a little bit long there, but she still waited nicely for the 5 strides. and then pops back into trot nicely as well. That was actually really difficult for her, like in the beginning, to go from canter to trot. She used to just like stick her nose in the air and just like go in the forehand. So it's nice that she starts to like find a little bit of balance in her canter to trot transitions. I know that'll just take more time, and I need to film more of my flat work actually, because I do a lot of lateral work and a lot of transitions like trot, halt, walk, canter, walk, rein back, just to kind of get her as supple and balanced as she can. You can see there she jumps to the right and she lands on balance, but she actually changes herself, which is good because we have the pole in the corner to help me get a nice turn, and she is expecting that we're going to go into that corner. So it kind of helps me that she kind of learns this exercise. This wouldn't be the best exercise if you had like maybe like a super excitable horse, because there's quite a lot of expectation with it. They kind of know, they go down the center line, change the rein, repeat it, change the rein. Then I think the jump is a little bit bigger here. No, it's not. 2, 3, 4, 5. She's pooping there as well. But you can see, even though the jump was slightly bigger, she still waits for me. Like, she doesn't like run off. She doesn't feel super unbalanced. When I was making this video, I thought, yeah, I can definitely talk for like 10 minutes. It's actually quite difficult to find stuff to talk about. Now the fences are bigger. My boyfriend's joined the ring. It was good for me, this exercise as well, because it was nice for me to just feel how rideable she is whenever we put all these exercises in place. You'll really see here, this is a good angle for you to see that she jumps a little bit right. She was also a little bit, the cameraman was kind of stood in not the best place, so that kind of exaggerated that little drift to the right that she has. But I'll show you in my next video some exercises that we did to help that, and actually really did help just with some poles on the ground. See, she's getting super confident with her trot poles now. She's like, I got this, I can do this all day long. Now we're going to do the line in 4 strides and still bring her back to trot after. See, I'm not getting stressed about whether she's on the right leg or the wrong leg, just that she goes straight and she remains as balanced as she can, because in my flat work I also do quite a bit of counter, so even if she's on the quote-unquote wrong leg, I can still ride her in balance and ride her straight, because in a course she's not always going to land on the correct lead until she's more experienced. So it's just about keeping that rideability even if she's not like on the right lead, because that used to be a thing. I'd be like, no, I must bring her back to trot, or I must get a flying change, and actually the trainer was like, no, forget about what leg she's on, just keep her straight, keep your rhythm, and that's it. It doesn't matter if she's on the left leg, the right leg, or her 5th leg. He said just not to worry, not to stress about that. I think we're almost done here. I actually filmed like almost the entire lesson, except the like warm-up flat worky bit. And this was actually, it's winter in Dubai, believe it or not, this is our winter. And this was like 12 o'clock in the day, so that shows you that it actually is winter, because in Dubai, in the summer, you couldn't even ride past 7 a.m. because it's so hot. And this line's so nice as well. She feels really good here. She pops in, do the 4 strides nicely, and she comes back really quickly. And because she's expecting to go back to trot, it just makes my job so much easier. Well, I hope that was somewhat interesting. Just realised when I was talking that it was quite difficult to talk for 10 minutes. Especially when I couldn't hear what he was saying, because I had the coaching thing in my ear. So I just had to basically look at the videos to try and remember what we were saying. I will make another Vlogmas, hopefully, if people enjoyed this kind of video. See, the thing is, I will try and make some fresh ones, like take you around with you in my day. Maybe on Wednesday or Thursday. I need to check what work I have. But yeah, so I have so many like lessons and stuff that I can voice over if it's of any interest to people, so you need to let me know if you like that. From me and Kitty, over and out. What is that face?